There was never a moment in time in which titty windows weren't the pillar holding up our society. And because I know this is the burning question, I qualify any cutout that has clothing around all sides and highlights the boob region to be considered a titty window. For example, Ruby, a show stuffed with almost as many titty windows as excess characters, has multiple versions of this popular aesthetic. Weiss has the classic titty window, where there is a cutout in her dress that highlights the boobage. Nora has a heart-shaped titty window, which, while small and less revealing, still counts. Yang, my most controversial take, also has a titty window. Just because the cutout is comprised of different articles of clothing doesn't invalidate the efforts our queen put into making her own personal titty window. So there you have it, a lenient idea of the titty window, blah blah blah. Alright, so boob windows. Who has the best? Here we have a very classic interpretation of the boob window. The cutout is triangular, just like the tits of every other female character in the show for some reason. While her look is iconic and works with her personality, there's nothing about it that sets it apart from other boob windows. Her top, just like her outfit, is simple. It's not a bad thing, it just doesn't allow for much impact. I only know of her vaguely from Smash Bros, but the second I saw this boob window circulating the internet, in a non-weird way, I knew Bayonetta was a bad bitch. First of all, her whole outfit is excessive, in the best possible way. No one needs guns for heels, but everyone needs guns for heels, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I love the boob window eclipse thing we have going on here, so A+. Salem entered a series already full of MILFs and somehow made herself the MILFiest. And while there was never a point in time in which Salem wasn't sexy, her recent I'm the baddest of them all fit definitely makes a statement. Riding into battle on a whale with a fresh boob window is probably one of the best ways to make a villain entrance. Not to mention this one goes just low enough to squash her modesty. She-Ra, much like Ruby, is a show full of boob windows. I would say that She-Ra's boob windows come with a little more variety, but Entrapta doesn't make this list for her day-to-day titty display. Oh no, we're here to talk about how in Season 5, she made a spacesuit while in space and decided one of the most crucial aspects she needed to incorporate in her spacesuit on this life or death mission was a glass boob window. Extra points because she wasn't selfish and included an ab window for Bo. I've never consumed any content with Power Girl, but like most people, I've seen her around and recognized her impact on the cleavage window and its impact on society. While hers can feel a bit for the male gaze, because it is, I commend the writers for trying to make it poetic. It's okay, man. Sometimes boob windows just look cool. This is where I admit this list is more subjective than objective, because the Amethyst boob window isn't too eye-catching. However, it's rough around the edges like her and is also one of the cutest looks on the show. This is also pretty hypocritical because I was just shitting on Power Girl, but Amethyst boob window does show off her gems, so like I feel it's necessary. It's like, you know, part of the plot or something, I don't know. Okay, this Catgirl's boob window has a chokehold on me. I'm so sorry, Mom. Anyway, this Catgirl's boob window has a chokehold on me because it's one of the few on this list that not only works individually as a boob window, but is crucial to the rest of her look. Back when I did my She-Ra fashion ranking, Catra was ranked above most characters for the sole fact she put a noticeable amount of effort into her makeovers, most of all when she was at her most evil, you know, Season 4. Because what's better than a Catgirl with a boob window? An evil Catgirl with a boob window. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have been playing this game at such a young age, but Melina was always my go-to because she's, you know, pink and scary. I was struggling with whether or not to include this as a boob window because, you know, there's so little fabric. But my brother classified it as a boob bay window, so it's got to place towards the top. It's the least practical boob window I've ever seen. There is no support despite the fact she's doing flips and kicking the shit out of people. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, in my opinion, has the best character designs in animation. Yes, they're so dumb and so excessive, but the stylization in this series sets itself apart from anything else on TV. Giorno's boob window is shaped like a heart, with heart being a core part of any titular JoJo's character. This boob window highlights his unrealistically toned 15-year-old abs, because what is an arc in this show without an insanely buff teenager befriending every stand-using bitch he fights? The only boob window that rivals Giorno Giovanna's boob window is that of his enemy-turned-ally, Bucciarati. Despite my unhealthy obsession with this man, I believe picking him as the best boob window in animation is wholly unbiased. After all, who else has a window within a window that's made of sexy lace? Literally no one is doing camp like my man Bucciarati, and he pulls off the sluttiest boob window out there with nothing short of class.